Now we will see the shearing. This is a flexible box. On the roof of the block, we are applying a tangential force A like this. And this is the roof, and we are applying a force like this in this direction. This total contact area is A. So, under the effect of this force, this whole thing bends like this, turned like this by angle theta. So, why it does not turn more? Because it has rigidity. And because of that rigidity, it opposes, and that opposition force is equal to applied force, then it will stop at a certain angle. Now, at that time, the stress developed in it is equal to this stress applied. So, that can be measured, how much is the stress, and we want to find out how much is the rigidity. The modulus of rigidity is given by this ratio. More is the stress developed, more is the rigidity. And shearing strain, this stress upon strain is modulus of rigidity. So here this is in the case of shearing. So this is also shearing modulus. Now this is equal to tangential stress, that is F upon A, and shearing strain, that is theta. That's all. We can write as F upon A into theta. If we want to calculate this theta, then we can also measure it in terms of radian. This is x and this height is, suppose, L. If we want, we can make it L. If we want, we can make it H, whatever it is, or we can make it Y. That doesn't matter. Because this is a change and it's a small, we can write it delta x. So, this we can write as F upon A into delta x upon L, or height, whatever it is, this. So this is how we can measure it here. In case of a cylinder, this is cylinder, I apply a force here and bend it. So this will be bent deformation and there will be a force developed in it. In that case, this was the original radius at any time. Because of my applying force here, how I am applying the force? Tangential, because it is like this. So I am applying force here is F, and this, the upper portion, turn by a little angle theta, while this is fixed. This is fixed, the lower portion is fixed, the upper portion turned by theta. So this force divided by the total area on which force is applied. So same, force upon area divided by theta, which is here. So this is modulus of rigidity. More is the force developed, more larger is the modulus. And now we see the third one, that is bulk modulus. Bulk modulus, there will be change in total volume. Suppose a balloon we dip in the liquid and the volume of the balloon comes down. Why? There is a pressure from all the sides. So for that, modulus, bulk modulus, is equal to, here it is hydraulic pressure P divided by volumetric strain. How much is that? Delta V upon V. So this is bulk modulus. This we can say it is equal to PV upon delta V. Now this PV upon delta V was later. It was again there were some derivations, and after derivation it came to be change in pressure. This is change in pressure. You see, we will do it here. We know one equation that P into V is a constant. Boyle's law. Now differentiate the two, and what we get here is, first P is constant, delta V, differentiation, plus differentiate P, delta P, V as constant. V constant, differentiate P, P constant, differentiate V, is equal to differentiation of K is 0 because it's constant. So in this, what we get is, transfer it on this side. So we have P into delta V is equal to delta P into V upon, okay, this. So this gives us P is equal to delta P into volume divided by delta V. This gives us delta P upon delta V upon V. And what is this? Hydraulic pressure delta P. Delta P is what? Change in the pressure. That is force divided by area. There is already certain force here because of the atmosphere. Everywhere there is a pressure. It is there. Now if I want to apply force here, I press it this way and the pressure increase. Suppose earlier the pressure from all the sides due to atmosphere is 100. I put it in the water and this pressure become 120. How much force I have applied? Is it 120 or is it only 20? Answer is, it is only 20, 100 was there. In the other term, P pressure was here, I put it in the water or in some other medium. Then the total pressure has become P plus delta P. So how much I have applied? Delta P I have applied. So what represent the applied force? Is it P or is it delta P? It is delta P which is applied on it. So delta P represent the force applied per unit area, hydraulic pressure. Force applied per unit area, that is delta P. So divided by string delta V by V. So our formula for bulk modulus B is delta P divided by delta V upon V. But just now we have proved this, that delta P upon delta V upon V was from here, and this is what? P. So P is equal to this. So for this whole thing, what we can write? P. So P is this and this is what? Bulk modulus. So the bulk modulus in total is equal to pressure of the gas. That's all. Right? So please remember, the bulk modulus is given by pressure only. This is bulk modulus calculation. So this is all about three modulus: Young's modulus, modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity has a symbol, yes, we call it G. And this is B and that is Y. You can find the value for different material for G, Y and this, and then you can understand unit everywhere is Newton per meter square. Okay. So with this we close different type of elastic modulus, their behavior, elastic limit, and what happens when we apply this. Okay. When we use this material, that we will see one example in the next lecture. Thank you.